Hey guys, Alyssa here. I just want to talk about my interesting day today. Today's like Friday the 24th, but it's looking like a Friday the 13th. And I'm just like, what is going on today? Uh, so it started out, the first thing I saw today, like after, like, first of all, the day started kind of crappy. So I got to my load late, but I told them I'd be late anyways because it was just the way the clock went. I couldn't even find the place. The way they have it set up was just retarded, and they don't even tell you till you get there. And then there's no phone number on file, so then you have to deal with that. Whatever. As I'm driving 200 plus miles to get this current load that I have right now, look at the Grinch. He's just chilling, creeping at me over there. But as I'm heading over there, I'm going southbound. I look on the northbound side, heading that way. I'm going this way, northbound. And there's this car pulled over on the side of the highway. There's this black woman standing in front of the car. Not on the side, not on the side of the car, in front of the car. So everybody going southbound can see her taking a piss. She was basically how you lean over to touch your toes. She was like that, with legs spread, ass all out, just looking all down and wiping herself. I'm like, no ma'am. That is not how you pee. That is not how you pee at all. Like, she did not care. Like, she had no care in the fucking world, because everyone southbound could see her and everyone northbound could see her in their side mirrors and their rearview mirrors. She did not care, because people would be like, either they would go in the woods or they would have opened both passenger doors and squatted to pee in between them. Because standing to pee like that, you still pee on yourself. Like, you either squat, or if you're by a tree, you lean on the tree. So you're like this against the tree. It makes no sense. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, this is what we do? No ma'am. No ma'am. So I recorded that, a little, like, just talking about that, and put it on my social media and stuff, and uploaded that on there. Like, literally when I was done with that, I saw the corner of my eye, this dude crashes from the northbound side into the median, which was just like wires and fence posts. So he got caught up in the wire, which kept him from swerving onto our side and hitting me. That's what stopped him right there, because I was still heading towards him when I saw it. So, like, he probably would have, we narrowly probably would have hit each other, maybe, I don't know, but it would have been close. And he got caught up in the wire. I was just like, what the heck? That's crazy. So I pulled over and stuff. I was like, let me just make sure this guy's all right, and then another truck driver on the northbound side had pulled over too. So we both asked him if he was okay. The dude that parked on the northbound side, he got the couple pieces of debris that flew off off his car. And I was like, I'm just making sure you're okay, because, I saw it. I was right here, so I had to make sure you're okay before I, drove back off and stuff. And he's like, no, yeah, I'm fine. He got out of the car, and he was fine. He was perfectly fine. Nothing happened to him. He was, got his phone out. He was taking pictures. He was getting ready to call his insurance and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I'm good, I'll just have my insurance take care of it. He's like, I was texting my ex-wife, and this is a lesson. Do not text and drive. I was like, you right? You're right. That shit's real. It's not all gonna end. It's not all gonna end like that. He got lucky. He was fine. He's gonna need a new car. There's no point in paying for that. Just get a new one. It's just as bad. But yeah, that's scary. And then, excuse me, I'm tired, and excuse my nails. It's got to that point where nail polish just chips off. I have to redo it later. But the third thing was, it's funny because, like, the car thing, the woman outside peeing and the car thing happened with like within 30 minutes of each other. So that was crazy. And then about an hour or so, I think I'm about like 60 miles or so away from where I need to pick this load up from. And that way, that road it's a 2-lane road. So one lane going one way, one lane going the other way. And there's certain areas, the way the lines are, or the way the lines are painted, excuse me, you can, pass the vehicle. You're in the oncoming lane, but you can pass the vehicle, go around. Well, this vehicle decided, hey, I'm going to pass you because you're too slow. And he did not care that there's a truck coming his way. You can clearly see me. It's not like you're passing the truck to go around. Like, you kind of do a little, like, when you're getting ready to pass somebody, you kind of do a little you just kind of scoot over just a bit, just to peek around to see if you can pass. I think he just said fuck it and just went around, and he's just in my lane. I'm just staring at him like, so we doing this? Is this what we doing? As he's just in my lane. Like, it's not like he was way far down when he did it. He was pretty darn close. And I'm just sitting there still going 68, looking at him like, if you don't get the fuck out of my lane. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? And the car he passed kind of pulled over and slowed down to let him over. But I'm just like, you seriously playing chicken with me right now? You're gonna end up under the truck. Like, what are you doing? It is not that serious. You could have waited. Like, you're supposed to wait till it's clear anyway to make sure it's enough space for you to pass. Like, that's like me as a truck. I don't care how slow you're going. I get really pissed, but I'm not gonna go around you as a truck because it takes too long to pass you, because I'm such a long vehicle, and it takes a minute to get that speed up. While for a car, there's a little bit of a delay, but all you gotta do is basically just put your foot all the way down on the pedal and floor, and it's just going. Trucks don't move like that. So that's why when other trucks pass me, because they can go 70 plus miles an hour, I slow down after they've gotten into the oncoming lane. I slow down to make it quicker, because I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. We'll do this on the highway because there's like 2 to 3 lanes on our side, and it's fine. Not like this. I won't do that. So I'm just like, normally when I see that, I kind of slow down because they're usually like a little bit farther back too. But I just kind of just stared at him, still going 68, like, so either you're gonna go back where you were, or you're gonna pull a miracle and speed the hell up. Because I'm just staring at you like, how's this gonna go? It just didn't register in my mind like, oh shit, accident. Nope, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What are you doing? Like, I was just unfazed. I don't know. That's not normal for me. I'm just like, Jesus, there's 3 things today. 3. I don't need to be on the road today. I need to hurry up and get off the road today. But I was just like, that's 3 things. It's strike 3 already. Like, I figured like something else was gonna happen, and it was gonna happen with the trailer. I just kind of figured, and it did. It did. I grabbed this trailer, and one of the hinges on the doors is broken. I caught that the first time that ever happened. The first and only other time that ever happened, I didn't realize it. Like, I kept looking at this thing sticking out, but I kept forgetting to look at it. And I never thought to look at the hinges during the pre-trips. I just never thought to look at it. So after I got caught with that, I look every time. So I'm like, okay, that one's broken. Everything else is fine. So I go to get the paperwork, and then we check out at the guard shack, and the guard shack's like, this is wrong. They gave me the wrong paperwork. I didn't even look at my own paperwork. I'm slipping. So she caught that, got the right paperwork, but the trailer hinge is broken. I'm like, so what's gonna happen? Are we welding this or what? So they're gonna replace it, but like the guy comes and he's like, this is the trailer, like we have like, we carry like 3 different ones, and they will not fit on this trailer. You guys' trailers those hinges are like the harder ones to get because most people don't have those. I'm like, are you serious? I don't know why it's always like that when something breaks on the trailers or the truck or whatever. It's happened like that. They always don't have the right size, and they have to go out of their way to find something. It was the same thing when the pigtail on the trailer was broken, and so it was broken, so it was cracked, so the connector wouldn't stay in quite properly, so the lights on the trailer would work. They didn't have the correct pigtail for that. Then freaking the trailer handlebar, that one, they didn't have the right size for that one. He had to, the notches in the bar were not, it wouldn't match up to on my trailer, so he had to cut in a new notch for that to work. And now this. I'm just like, this is strike 4. I mean, technically 3 strikes for crazy things happening today. You're gonna come across a messed up trailer at some point. It is what it is. These trailers are running more than the trucks are, per se. Not really. Well, whatever. They're just there. They're doing a lot. So it's only a matter of time before you get something broken or whatever. But that's strike 3, and then 4 for like things just going just wrong today. And then if you count 5 for today in general of things happening, would be, I found there's a lurker on my page. You know, them lurkers that never interact on any of your posts, but they only show up to disagree? Those ones. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. I see you. And it's weird because I cannot physically name or write out a list of the people that I know interact on my posts. Like, I can't. I just know when I see their name, like, oh yeah, I see your name often. So that's why it's weird. I know when you're not a regular. You don't like, you don't comment, but you just sit there and wait for something to trigger you, and you got something to say. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We got better things to do. I don't have time for that. I share way too many things for you to try me on that bullshit, because y'all sit there and try to act like what I shared that you disagree with is me, is my personality, is all I share. I'm like, no, not today. We're not doing that. I had that happen months ago, and that shit was dumb. I should do a video on that, because that shit's dumb. It's hilarious and dumb, and I'm just looking at you like, y'all are really showing your ass right now. I'm not deleting this post. I'm not embarrassed because I didn't do anything stupid, but y'all 5, 6, 7 did. But anyways, yeah, that was an interesting day. I was just like, okay, first couldn't get to where I needed to deliver. That was retarded, because it's like the building was way down here, like way over there, and I couldn't even get in. I'm like, how do I get in? Y'all don't give me no phone number. Google, I found a phone number on Google, but no one's answering, and then I had to sit there and wait on the side of the road for like 30 minutes for like my manager to give me a phone number. And then I call them, they're talking about, oh no, keep going go to the last building, keep going past that building, then you pass another building, that'll be the last building before the railroad tracks, and you turn right there where that building is. And then keep going and turn around and go around the corner of the building, and yeah, that's where we are. What? All the way? Okay, y'all need to do better about that. And then the woman peeing, that was just like as a person and then as a woman, that's really indecent as all hell, because I know you on the internet right now. Whoever you are, someone recorded you. Somebody did. And that was just straight up shameful. There was no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Because like I said, people who have to pee would have blocked that, opened both passenger doors, and squatted. Like, I squatted somewhere in a way that they would not be seen. Like, that's very indecent. Just as a person in general, and then as a woman. Like, what are you doing? No. And then the car playing chicken. I'm just like, can you not today? Can we not today? I'm gonna be honest with you, with that car accident, I took that as a sign, because I was on my phone. I was literally on my phone posting that video of me talking about that girl pissing. I was posting it on like one more account and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I took that as a sign that said the Lord was like, keep fucking around. This is what's about to happen. I was like, I got it. And I put my phone down. I was like, I'm good. I was just trying to post it because it was funny, because I wasn't going to stop for another how many hours. I was like, let me just get this up before I forget. It can wait. It can wait. Because normally I don't touch my phone. I might look at like the notifications at the top to read like a quick, like, what was that? Like someone messaged me. But I don't usually interact with my phone unless I'm getting a phone call or something. But I put my phone down and was like, never mind. I'm good. I took that as a sign. So now I'm here. That kind of ruins my plans because I have to go. This delivery right here is supposed to go to Florida, and it's supposed to be delivered Monday by 1300. The Pokemon Abra Community Day was rescheduled for tomorrow, and it is on Saturday. It's supposed to be like from 11 to 5, which is longer than any event because normally it's only 3 hours. This one's from 11 to 5, and I guess it was rescheduled. I don't see the point of why you reschedule it if we're all still quarantined anyway. So they should have kept it, because originally that day I was going to be home and I was going to easily participate and not be around people anyway, because I play in my car. I drive to the little shopping centers. I park because the spawns are great. I park my car and I start clicking through and all that stuff. I don't go in big groups because the big groups are in Atlanta and I don't have time to pay for parking and all that stuff. Don't want to do that. Parking and traffic, don't want to deal with it. So I was fine with that, but then they rescheduled this. I was like, dang. I was actually home, and then they're like, okay, it's going to be tomorrow. But I was trying to drive some more today and push 100 miles, but the time I lost, it wasn't going to work. I didn't have much time left to get there, so I stopped here. But I'm only 909 miles, and I have 2 full days, and I have to deliver by 1300 on the day of delivery. So as long as I still drive my 500 miles, I can still make it no matter what time my clock comes back, because it'll come back in time that I can still make this delivery. So I was going to fart around at a rest area for a couple hours and hopefully catch 3 or 4 shiny Abras. I think I only need 3. I don't think there's a third evolution for Abra, but I don't know, Pokemon, I haven't really thoroughly kept up, so all these new ones are really new to me. But now I'm stuck here because he's like, I'm gonna have to order that part. We might be able to get it to you tomorrow. So I'm stuck here at this truck stop that has no spawns at all. So that sucks. That means I'm gonna be sitting here for a while and I can't afford to stop. That's gonna be the problem. I won't be able to afford to, because I can't drive through the night. Like once it gets to 8 p.m., that's pushing it for me. That's starting to push it because sleepiness is starting to kick in. And naturally sleepiness kicks in for me driving within like 10 to 30 minutes. Sleepiness kicks in. For some odd reason, I don't know why. I think I have a weird case of narcolepsy, that if I'm sitting still and my brain cells are not firing that much, like it's not taking as much effort as it would to do something else, like to move, to clean, to solve a problem, to do whatever, to physically do something. Like driving, I feel like doesn't take as much effort, and so my brain's just kind of like going into sleep mode no matter how much sleep I've got. Like even back when my sleep was 100 times better than what it is now, it was always like that all growing up, and I figured it's because I trained myself to do that, but at the same time I didn't. It was just because going on car rides and trips, the only thing I can do is sleep, because I am highly prone to motion sickness. So I cannot read, I cannot watch a movie, I cannot play a game, I can't do anything but sleep, talk to you, or listen to music. That's all I can do. So I went to sleep a lot, so I don't know, but I was always getting sleepy anyway, so I don't know if it's something I programmed, which if it is, I figured it would be over by now, because you have to stay asleep Let me stay awake all the time through, you know, military, whatever the heck you're doing. And then driving from Georgia to Virginia, that's 10 hours. And then I drive all the time now. So I'm just like, why am I so sleepy? I don't know. So 8 o'clock is really pushing it at that point. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to get some extra sleep, which I really can't. I cannot sleep in. I haven't been able to sleep in so long. And now that I have a dog, I can't, because I have to take her out no later than 8 a.m. That little bladder can only hold so much. She's not even in the truck these 2 weeks, so there's that. So I don't know. We'll see. I should have tried to push it to that Flying J that's some odd miles down the road. But for some reason my apps aren't working. I don't know why. Like, I have Trucker Path is what I use to find everything else. It tells you all the main truck stops, the Pilot, Flying J, Petro, TA, Loves, all those, and then it has the other truck stops. Then it has parking areas and rest areas. It also shows you way stations and Walmarts and all that stuff too, but I don't use it for those. Those other ones I don't use it for, just those main things. That's not working, which is really weird, because it was working and then I updated it and then it stopped working. So I figured it was the update. But the app that I use for my job, because my job has an app, and it has a section in there for maps, and it shows you the terminals, drop yards, and the designated truck stops that we can fuel at. That's not working either. Both those apps crash. They just stop working. I can use everything else on my jobs app but the map section, and then I can't use the Trucker Path at all. Now, I don't know if there's something going on with my phone or the apps are actually having issues. I really hope it's the apps that are just having issues, because I don't know what's going on with my phone. My phone should have nothing to have any issues. I don't do anything weird to my phone. And unless there's some random setting that I accidentally turned off, which I don't think I did, the only thing I could think of would be locations. But then if I turned off my locations, I would have known that, because Pokemon wouldn't work. And Pokemon works. So I don't know what's going on. But I heavily rely on those apps to work. Like, I have a booklet, but it's a lot easier when you can see it on the map, because it shows you exactly where you are, and then it shows you where the other ones are on the highway, and then you click on it and it'll tell you how many miles you are from where you currently are to that truck stop. And I heavily rely on that so I can figure out how far I can really push this clock. And then it tells you, as long as other truck drivers update it, it tells you if there's a lot of spots, there's some spots, or it's full. So you know not to waste your time or not, and to stop at one before that, or to push past it. You know what I'm saying? And you can see like how far apart the truck stops are, because sometimes there's a big gap. There's this big gap, I forgot where, but it's like in Alabama, I think, I forgot what highway it is, but it's heading towards, I forgot what state I'm usually going. I think it's like heading towards like Missouri or somewhere else or whatever, but it's like a stretch of 100-something miles of pretty much nowhere to park. Like, it starts with a Loves, and Loves is always full, and then it's like 60 miles and there's a parking area on the highway, and there's another 60 miles or something to the next parking area. I think there's like one random truck stop in there somewhere, and then it's just like another 40 miles or more till you get back to a main truck stop, like any truck stop. So that comes in handy, because you can look at the book, but it's still, I have the book, which is great, it's better than nothing, but I really need these apps to work, especially the one for my job, because that tells me where I can fuel. So I have to rely on calling the fuel depot, excuse me, and knowing my own location and what direction I'm heading to ask them where is the place that I can fuel at. So this week's been a little iffy, starting with the truck apps. And now it's like this crazy stuff that happened today. So, I don't know. It's an interesting day. And I didn't even think I was going to even I didn't even think of recording this at all. The only reason why I even bothered to record about this was I was watching Unis Honest, and then they were saying something, and they were just like, he was like, Crank Gameplays was just like, oh, we need content. I'm like, you're right. Oh, I need to think of something. This is hard. This is hard. I don't know. It's so hard. I mean, they have so much going for them. It's harder for little peoples like us, like the rest of us. That cough has me concerned. Not really. I'm fine. I think it's just a weird recycled air coming from the vents. I might need to check. I might need to change my filter, if anything. Anyways, that is it. That should be it for shenanigans, because my day is done. Hopefully nothing else is happening. The wind was blowing quite strong, so we might be in for a storm. I don't understand what's with the south, but then it needs to stop. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next one.